Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. It appears Airbus is admitting to problems with A400M production. The NBAA says it welcomes the NPRM that would eliminate some costly and time-consuming requirements. The FAA is studying pilot fitness for flight. I'm Bree Cross. Welcome to Airborne on Aero-TV. As we are finishing up production of Airborne, a late-breaking story hit our newsroom. Jim Campbell reports.
Thanks, Bree, and hi, folks. Well, we regret to tell you that Solar Impulse2 has hit a snag, weather is closing in, and as a result is making an alternate landing in Nagoya, Japan. The 6-day-and-night exploration flight of the all-electric Solar Impulse2 commenced from Nanjing, China to Hawaii on Saturday, but after less than 48 hours of flight, bad weather has forced Pilot André Borschberg to divert to Nagoya, Japan until weather improves. The flight had progressed to a point east of Japan when flight controllers determined that the weather window to reach Hawaii had closed. The team said in a statement, quote, "The cold front is too dangerous to cross, so we've decided to land in Nagoya, wait for better weather conditions in order to continue." Despite the decision to postpone the long overwater flight to Hawaii, the team reported that the aircraft was performing very well, and they're satisfied with the ability of the solar cells to recharge the batteries after a prolonged night flight. The Solar Impulse2 program, being flown alternately by pilots Bertrand Piccard and André Borschberg, has thus far finished 6 primary legs of a flight around the world in a vehicle that is fueled by electrical energy captured by sunlight. ANN is monitoring the flight and will keep you apprised as André makes his way to Hawaii. For the Aero-News Network, Airborne and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell.
Following the fatal crash of an Airbus A400M in Spain last month, Airbus appears to have admitted that they have assembly quality problems. An initial analysis of the flight data recorder from the Airbus A400M, which went down in Spain, resulting in the fatal injury of 4 people, shows there were no mechanical or structural issues with the aircraft. However, a French news service reports that Airbus Group's Chief of Strategy, Marwan Lahoud, told a German newspaper that, quote, "There was no structural fault, but we have a serious final assembly quality problem," end quote. It's reported that one source speaking on the condition of anonymity said that a software issue could also lead to loss of engine control. The trouble-plagued aircraft first entered service in 2013, and several countries have grounded their fleets pending the outcome of investigation into the accident. After the break, airline pilots' mental fitness is to be studied.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX100 and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The FAA is working with the commercial aviation and medical communities to study the emotional and mental health of U.S. commercial airline pilots. The joint FAA and industry group, known as the Commercial Aviation Safety Team, recommended the study based on the recent Malaysia Flight 370 and Germanwings Flight 9525 accidents. A pilot fitness aviation rulemaking committee will provide the FAA with recommendations within 6 months. The committee will examine issues including the awareness and reporting of emotional and mental health issues, the methods used to evaluate pilot emotional and mental health, and barriers to reporting such issues. The FAA will determine what changes or additions to current regulatory requirements are necessary after reviewing the report. Each week we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
Today we're going to be talking about a very hot topic, and that is the FAA and applying and hopefully getting your Section 333 exemption, which allows you to fly drones commercially and make money doing it.
For those of you wanting to fly a drone for commercial purposes, this video takes you through the step-by-step process of receiving FAA authorization. Search how to apply for an FAA Section 333 exemption on YouTube. After these messages, the MBAA supports an NPRM to make things easier.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The MBAA says it welcomes the NPRM that would eliminate some costly and time-consuming requirements. The NPRM eliminates the requirement for operators to develop a separate maintenance program for equipment required to operate in reduced vertical separation minimum airspace. The FAA has proposed civil penalties ranging from $54,000 to almost $82,000 against 3 companies for allegedly violating various hazardous materials shipping, handling, and training regulations. The companies are DJI Menard, Aquachem, and the Rust-Oleum Corporation. Hubby Brad Pitt is reportedly giving his wife, Angelina Jolie, the gift of a vintage seaplane for her 40th birthday. Along with the seaplane will come the necessary training for the private pilot to add a seaplane rating to her pilot certificate. Nobody tell her. The Aircraft Electronics Association Educational Foundation announced the names of 24 individuals who were awarded individual scholarships worth more than $125,000 for the 2015-2016 academic year. This is the first time the Marshall Temple Memorial Scholarship has been awarded. The FAA has released a special airworthiness information bulletin concerning the engine installation on Britten-Norman aircraft BN-2T airplanes. The bulletin is regarding the Rolls-Royce models 250B-17 and 250B-17F engine installations on BN-2T series airplanes. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. A Spirit Airlines flight attendant may find herself in hot water after posting pictures on Facebook taken of her sitting in the engine nacelle of an airliner on the ramp at Chicago's O'Hare Airport. A Chicago television station reports that the flight attendant, Erica Deal, was seen on the ramp outside the airplane by passengers as the plane was boarded. This led to a phone call to the television station. When Deal was contacted by the station, she said she was not able to discuss the issue. According to the report, the entire Facebook page was later taken down. A Spirit Airlines executive told the TV station what Deal appears to be doing in the photos, quote, absolutely goes against Spirit policy, end quote. And a company spokesperson said that they would conduct an internal investigation. It also appears that ramp security issues have been brought into question. We at ANN would like to remind everyone that over the years, many images of flight attendants standing in or sitting in large engine inlets have been used in advertisements and promotions. We think everyone should lighten up on this a bit. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.